Dear students, in this video lecture we are going to discuss the data acquisition system and the different sensors and the classification and the working principle of the different sensors. So what is the sensor? So as we know, the basic definition of the sensor is to sense the physical parameter of any system and convert it to electrical signal. So this is the simple or the basic definition of the sensor. So we can say that a sensor is a device that receives the stimulus and respond with an electrical signal. So in this case, stimulus is nothing but the physical parameter. So stimulus is the quantity or property or the condition that is received and converted into an electrical signal. So the main purpose behind to use the sensor is to respond to some kind of input physical property that is nothing but stimulus and to convert it into an electrical signal that is compatible with the next stage of the system, that is electronic circuit. So we'll see one example. So in this picture we can able to see the level controller system. So here the operator near to this tank is continuously watching the liquid available in the tank. So in this particular arrangement we can able to see the side tube is helpful to identify the actual level of the liquid available in the tank, and the operator available who is monitoring continuously can able to see how much is the level of the liquid in the tank. So depending on the minimum and maximum liquid level in the tank, the operator will decide the when to on and when to off the valve manually. Now in this case, operator continuously monitors the side tube by his own eyes, and depending on the specified level he will turn on or turn off the valve. So in this case, operator's eyes are nothing but vision sensor who are responsible to check the water level, and his brain is nothing but the controller who will give the command to his hands either to turn on or to turn off the valve, that is nothing but to control the flow of liquid which is pouring in the tank. So this is the complete system with the help of operator. Now the eyes will work as a sensor and hands are like an actuator. So a sensor is a translator of a generally non-electrical value into an electrical value. So sensor's output signal may be in the form of voltage, current or charge. So depending on the type of the sensor, we are getting the output from the sensor either it is in the form of the voltage form, the current form or charge form. So these may be further described in terms of your amplitude of the analog signal, polarity the signal, the frequency variations or change in the frequency in the analog signal, the phase change or phase related information or output, or if suppose digital sensor is there, that is the sensor if suppose responsible to give the output in the form of digital code. So digital code output. So this set of characteristics is called the output signal format. Therefore, a sensor has the input properties of any kind depending on the application or stimulus, and electrical output properties depending on the requirement of our system. So the term sensor should be distinguished from transducer. So the transducer, it's a converter of any one type of energy into another type, whereas the former converts any type of energy into electrical energy. So former, we can say that the sensor who is responsible to sense the physical parameter and to give the output in the form of electrical signal. But in case of transducer, the type of the energy get converted from one type to another type. For example, take a simple example, loudspeaker. So in case of loudspeaker, it converts an electrical signal into variable magnetic field and then subsequently into acoustic waves or sound waves. So in this case we are applying the electrical signal, analog signal to the speaker, and due to the magnetic field in the coil and the magnet and the diaphragm which is attached with the coil, who is responsible to give the acoustic or sound waves. So this is nothing to do with the perception or sensing. So transducer may be used as actuators in various systems. So an actuator may be described as an opposite to sensor. So it converts electrical signal into generally non-electrical energy. Take a simple example, an electric motor. So electric motor is an actuator. It converts electrical energy into mechanical action. So mechanical action is nothing but the rotary action, where the rotor part in the motor or in the stator assembly will rotate. The working principle of the motor you know very well. One more example, pneumatic actuator. So in this case it is enabled by an electrical signal. Then this particular transducer may be parts of complex sensor, or this transducer may consist the series of the transducers. So in this picture we can able to see transducer 1, transducer 2 blocks are there, and these two blocks are connected to the direct sensor. So for example, a chemical sensor may have a part which converts the energy of a chemical reaction into heat, and another part, that is thermopile, which converts heat into electrical signal. That is the chemical reaction to the thermopile or heat conversion, and from heat to electrical signal conversion. So transducer 1 is responsible to do the chemical reaction or to sense the chemical reactions. Transducer 2 is responsible to take the sense parameters from the transducer 1, and according to this to generate the output in the form of heat, and the direct sensor is responsible to convert the heat into electrical signal. So in this way, in transducer it may be observed that series of the conversions, that is S1, S2, S3 and finally E. So here E is nothing but electrical signal. So a sensor may incorporate several transducers S1, S2, S3 up to n number of sensors and so on, or various types of energy. And usually last part of this kind of sensor is the direct sensor, who is responsible to produce the output in the form of current or voltage or simply the electrical signal. So we can say that the combination of the two makes the chemical sensor. So combination of two means the first one is the chemical reaction based and second one is the heat related. So a device which produces electrical signal in response to the chemical reagent. So in this case the chemical sensor is the complex kind of sensor. It is comprised of non-electrical transducer and a simple or direct sensor who is responsible to sense the heat and to produce the electrical signal. So this suggests that many sensors incorporate at least one direct type kind of sensor and a number of transducer or series of transducers. So the direct sensor are those that employ certain physical effect to make a direct energy conversion into an electrical signal or the modification of the signal. Now we will move towards the basics or simple working principle of the data acquisition and control device, or simply data acquisition system. So in this diagram we can able to see the data acquisition system consists of the central module or the device, that is multiplexer, who is responsible to take the informations from the object. So here in this particular scenario, object might be a car or any automotive application, spaceship or animal or a human being, or the industry related one parameter, that is liquid related some parameters or gas. So in this, on this particular object we can able to see number 2, number 3, number 4. These are the contact based sensors and who are responsible to give the signal to the multiplexer. And number 1 sensor is the non-contact based sensor. Okay, so this is the non-contact based sensor, that's why it is not shown on the object. Number 3 is also contact based sensor, but in this case if you compare the sensor 2 with sensor 3, in between multiplexer and multiplexer and the sensor interface is there. So interface is responsible to give the signal in the appropriate format to the multiplexer. Sensor 2 is capable to interface directly to the multiplexer. And the fourth one, this is also a contact based sensor. Now this fourth sensor is connected to one more block, that is excitation circuit. So actually the sensors are classified in two, that is active sensor and passive sensor. So some sensors require the external power or the supply for working of the sensor. So these are the active sensor, and some passive sensors who are not required the external excitation or the power supply. Now in this case, the fourth number sensor might be the active sensors, where the excitation circuit is connected, and who is responsible to give the signal to the multiplexer. One more sensor is directly connected, fifth number sensor is directly connected. So this is the generalized diagram of the data acquisition system. That's why the what kind of sensor 1, 2, 3, or the working principle and the application is not given. So this is the simple data acquisition system where we are discussing about the interfacing of the sensors and the different blocks available in this. So multiplexer is responsible to give the output to the A to D conversion, that is AD block. So here analog to digital conversion is done with this particular block or this section available in the data acquisition system. So multiplexer is responsible to give only one output, that is many as to 1. So he will accept the many inputs from the sensor section. Now in this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 modules are there, sensor modules are there. So only one output is given to the AD conversion. So AD converter will convert the analog signal to the digital, because the next block available in this particular data acquisition system is the digital computer, who is responsible to take the information in digital form. Okay, so AD conversion is responsible to provide the data in digital form, and in response to this the computer will give the handshaking signal to this particular arrow towards this multiplexer. Is nothing but the handshaking signal to indicate the data has been received by the computer. And depending on the process or the application, the computer will decide when to provide a command to the actuator. So this actuator is connected to this particular computer. Okay, so working of this actuator is based on the commands from the computer, and directly the actuator will handle the object. And about this particular computer block, here the peripheral device. So the peripheral device is nothing but the input and output devices connected to the computer, that is the display, keyboard, mouse, joystick, kind of IO peripherals. So in this way, this is the complete system of the data acquisition system, which is categorized in 3, that is object section, data acquisition system, and the right hand side the computer system.